He says the economy is, this is hilarious, strong as hell, and he blames inflation again on the globe, saying it's worse everywhere else. It is? Because there's actual data on that. Where are the fact checkers? Nowhere to be found. Here, listen to Joe Biden.
I'm not concerned about the defense of the dollar. I'm concerned about the rest of the world. Does that make sense? Yes. Our economy is strong as hell. The internal. Inflation is worldwide. Worse off everywhere else than it is in the United States. So the problem is lack of economic growth and sound policy in other countries, not so much ours. And that's how it's worldwide inflation. That's consequential.
Here he goes again. He saw that. I can't even play because it's, the sniffing. It's just gross. The guy, he goes in for a sniff. Joe, the guy's like a dog. Like, do you know dogs have these ethmoturbinates? The turbinate tissue in their nose. Dogs have really long ethmoturbinates in their snouts. So they can smell and detect things you can't smell. Like, they sense the world differently. We're visual creatures.
Now we know what they do.
We know what they do. They sniff each other. That's how they see the world. See, we're so visual. We even call it seeing the world, not smelling the world. Dogs smell the world, right? This guy is always sniffing. It's really weird. He can't sniff the truth, though, which is strange. The economy's strong as hell, and inflation's worse everywhere else. Well, we've got actual data on that. I'll get to it in a second after this break, because I'll show you where are the fact checkers again. They're busy defending Pfizer and Fauci. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Have some dignity. You just heard Biden post-sniff talking about how the economy's strong as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a recession. We've just had 2 quarters of a shrinking, not growing economy, which is the definition of a recession. And I put that out in my True Socialist Week, and I'm still finding it hilarious that the fact checker tried to redefine a recession, the definition of which is 2 quarters of negative growth or a shrinking economy, to cover for Biden. It's so, again, ass in the face. Fact checkers, ass of big government. It's really pathetic. We are in a recession. It is not strong as hell. It's shrinking. Here's from the World Economic Forum. Inflation, highest to lowest. Now, to be fair, to fit it all in, I did cut out some at the top. I don't want to give you the false impression that there aren't places that are worse off than the United States. I put a few in just to show you that. But to fit it on the screen, Israel and others have inflation or worse. So, yes, there are places where inflation is worse than the United States because facts matter. But Joe Biden's suggestion, however, that the United States is somehow, near the bottom of the list and inflation is worse everywhere else is a total, complete lie. Here's the United States' inflation rate. Look who we're worse than. Luxembourg, Germany, Slovakia, Norway, United Kingdom, Canada, Austria, Czech Republic, France, Iceland, Brazil, New Zealand, Australia, Chile, Mexico, Poland, Colombia, goes on and on and on. And I still had to cut that short. He is lying. Not to mention, by the way, that the same places on the globe that are having inflation problems are having inflation problems because of precisely what Joe Biden's doing here. Spending money we don't have. So again, if crime got out of control around the world because liberal attack the police policies took effect, and then you did the same thing here, you don't get to say crime is a global problem because we replicated a failing strategy that happened around the world. Is this making sense? Because if it doesn't, again, I'm writing this book, and it's a real eye-opener for me, going back and reevaluating my own life in terms of things I failed at, moral failings, ethical failings, business failings, failures to see around corners. It's the book has really been transformative for me. It's almost like, a soul purification process. It really is, to expose my failings to the world. I think it's important to do that. Can you imagine, though, being a business executive? Every other business did something dumb, Joe. Like let's say in 2007, that you went all in on mortgage-backed securities before the housing crash, right? And then as a CEO, you went all in and followed the herd, and they're about to fire you for bankrupting the company. And your excuse is, oh, no, it happened in other businesses too. Yeah, we pay you to see things different. Is that hard? Is any of this confusing? You're the president of the United States. You're not the president of the world. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my Clips channel at rumble.com/BonginoClips.